Welcome back. President Trump addressing the World Economic Forum in Davos in about 3 hours from now. He'll be speaking by video conference, followed by a short discussion featuring questions from Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan, Santander CEO Anna Botín, and Total Energy CEO Patrick Pouyanné. Trump hitting the ground running back at home, securing more than $1 trillion in investment in America since taking office literally 4 days ago, while signing off on roughly 200 executive actions. That includes declaring a national energy emergency, withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accords, revoking Biden's Green New Deal policies, halting the ban on offshore drilling, and cutting pollution regulations. Joining me now to talk more about the agenda is Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Governor, it's great to have you.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Well, wow, what a move President Trump has made with $600 billion coming from the Saudis, $500 billion commitments in AI. Assess the president's first couple of days in office.
Well, we knew he was going to do big and transformative things. I don't know that anybody realized just how big and how fast he was going to be able to move. But I think that this is exactly why he won with such overwhelming support. People want somebody who can shake things up, who does things differently, and who moves quickly, and nobody does that better than Donald Trump.
I mean, he's got incredible energy. And look at all of the moves he's made so far, but promising more job creation in America. The economic story is really the story of President Trump.
I think that will be one of the most lasting legacies he has, but I think he's just barely scratching the surface of what he's going to be able to accomplish in the next 4 years. Think about what he's done in 4 days and just imagine 4 years from now, the list of accomplishments that we're going to be able to talk about that he will have on his legacy.
Actually, let me correct myself, because economic is going to be very important, but foreign policy, I think, is going to be equally as important. When you worked with President Trump in his first term, you watched the powers that be put together the Abraham Accords. Governor, do you believe that we're going to see more countries entering the Abraham Accords in this second term?
I certainly hope so, and there's nobody else that could get it done other than Donald Trump. It's the only reason that where we are right now, that we have the first Abraham Accords to begin with, is because his ability to negotiate, bring players to the table that would never otherwise be there. I'm obviously very biased about the new incoming ambassador to Israel. I don't think there's anybody better. I'm hopeful that my dad gets to play a key role, but I think that the president's legacy on foreign policy may outshine anything else that he does.
I was just going to ask you about your father, Governor Huckabee, incoming now, the ambassador, and really focusing on peace in the Middle East. So tell me what you've spoken about with Governor Huckabee, your father, in terms of what he will be able to do to move that needle.
Well, usually I'm trying to get free babysitting out of the deal, but he's got a much bigger task on his list of to-dos now. My dad is so passionate about Israel and that community, and I feel like the culmination of everything he's ever done in his life has led him to this moment, and I could not be more proud to see him play a role on President Trump's team, and I'm hopeful that together they can do transformative things in that region.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful to watch what he's able to do in Israel. You also have put growth at the top of your agenda in Arkansas. What can you tell us right now about Arkansas and what you're doing?
Well, Arkansas had an incredible 2 years. In just the last year alone, we're the #1 state in the country for economic growth. We've had 9 straight months in a row of job creation, breaking every record each month moving forward. And now we're the #1 state in the country for people to move to from other parts of the United States. People like to talk about Texas and Florida and Virginia, but Arkansas is winning, and we're really proud of that, and we're not going to stop anytime soon. And I think with President Trump in the White House, we're just at the beginning of the great things we're going to be able to accomplish.
Are you also executing that policy that President Trump is talking about in terms of growth, the priority? Tell me what your policies are.
So certainly we're trying, and now that we're going to have a friend in the White House clearing a lot of the regulations, but also unleashing American energy. I think that's one of the greatest sectors of growth that we have, and certainly a big thing for a state like Arkansas. Having that ability and that partnership is going to make a big difference for our state.
That is wonderful. Governor, I know you're here on panels in Davos. Tell me about what you're going to be talking about and what you've already discussed on those panels here in Davos.
Certainly one of the biggest places that we've leaned into, and the question on everybody's mind is how do we continue to grow our economy, whether that's the United States or individual states like Arkansas. So we are sending the message we're open for business and we're looking for new investment. We're home to Fortune 1, a little retailer you've probably heard of called Walmart. We have a great success story. We're not afraid of selling that story, and we're looking forward to building on that success and taking it to the next level.
Well, you've got great stories to tell as you're launching your 2026 re-election campaign. Tell us about it.
I've been governor for 2 years thanks to the opportunity that President Trump gave me in the White House. I was able to step in, serve as that role in the last 2 years. Still the youngest governor in the country, but I'm getting older and the other candidates are getting younger. But for now, still holding on to that title. We focused on things like growing our economy, helping aid and securing the border where the federal government has not been willing to step in, including opening up our energy sector in Arkansas, education, workforce development. Those have been the things that we've done. We've cut taxes 3 times in the last 2 years. Proud of the record, but just like President Trump, we're just getting started. Lots more to come.
Congratulations. This is just a terrific story. We'll be watching your work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.